Welcome to Any Sunday Songwriters. Hold on just a second while I let this person in my hard drive announce that there's a recording in progress. My name is Jan Seides. I'm your host, and this is Any Sunday Songwriters, so called because it used to be at a bricks and mortar place where it was the second Sunday Songwriters, and it took me about 30 seconds to figure out when the pandemic started that I was now not roped to the second Sunday. I could do it any Sunday I please, and hence the name. My guests today are Peter Lendorf, who is somewhere in Connecticut, and you're going to really enjoy his songs, as you may have done once before here on the Any Sunday show. And Jennifer McQuaid, who is new to our show. Say hello, Jennifer. And, that was the other part that I left out of the rules and regs, which is I like to bring up the rear, so I'll need a volunteer to go first. And that seems like it might be Peter, who just gave me one of these. Thanks, Peter. So, Peter, tell the people a little about yourself and sing us a song.
All right, well, my name is Peter Lendorf, and I have a duo with my girlfriend called Soup Eater, where we do a lot of Tin Pan Alley songs and old standards. But when I write I write a lot of songs, and I live in central Connecticut, in Bristol, Connecticut, which is kind of near Hartford. That's where I used to live in Massachusetts for a long time. The last time I was on Jan's show, I was from Massachusetts. But, so I might do a song about moving and stuff like that, too. But, so should I start?
Yes, please.
Okay. So this is a song from my most recent album, 2022. It's kind of about aging, but it's about my going to my high school reunion. I went to my 50th high school reunion, and I wanted to remember it, and so I wrote everybody who was at that reunion into the song, So anyway, this is called Reunion. Well, I went back to Fitchburg, Mass. I had lunch with my old friends. We were the class of '68. It's 50 years since then. We arrived as strangers, 12 guys with thinning hair. We could have used some name tags when we first got there. Well, I went to an all-boys school, taught by brothers, not by monks. We held dances in the gym, by and large they stunk. We laughed about our teachers and Catcher in the Rye. How every day we had to wear a jacket and a tie. The river that ran through my town changed colors every day. Some days it was blue and green, sometimes purple, sometimes gray. The factories and paper mills have all but moved away. The river kept on flowing, and we all moved away. Well, Bill was a park ranger. He wore a wide-brimmed hat. Our quarterback was a beekeeper. Try to picture that. Norman moved to Montreal. He was a social worker. Frank became a CPA. Bobby became a lawyer. Well, some were good at science. Some wrote computer code. Some of us are all high tech. Some still use flip phones. Well, a few of us brought our wives, a few of us are gay. A few of us still go to church, but most have dropped away. Some guys couldn't make it there, but Jeff called from Idaho, and we made plans to say goodbye to Nick at his nursing home. The river that ran through my town is all cleaned up today. The paper mills have all closed down, and the fish have come to stay. I looked at those old yearbooks. I was on the debating team, and for an hour or so I was 17. Well, I went back to my hometown. I had lunch with my old friend. Thanks.
Brilliant. My best friend from high school went back to our high school reunion, and she told me, I went back to our high school reunion, and I said, why?
Yeah, we went to my girlfriend's high school reunion. None of her friends went.
Oh.
But we met other people that we didn't know. So that's what happened at my high school reunion. I became friends with a bunch of people that I didn't. I mean, we only had 69 kids in our class, so it was.
Whoa. We had 856.
Yeah.
They had to do it in 2 sessions.
Wow.
So, Jennifer, tell us about yourself and play us a song.
No, there's nothing to tell.
Wrong.
No, I just, music's been with me all my life. You know, I've been in and out of cover bands and, whatnot. I do like the writing. And, it seems ever since I took a songwriting course a few years ago, I've just been on a tear. I don't know where it's all coming from, but, sometimes you got to live life to write about it, I guess, But anyways, I'm going to start it off with an older song that I wrote, and it's kind of got a universal message, I suppose. But anyways, it's called Talk to Me. You don't talk to me anymore. Your silence leaves me wanting more. Don't hide the feelings you keep inside. Let me in, 'cause I'm on your side. Don't be afraid to talk to me. I just wanna share your hopes and dreams. I feel your thoughts are frozen in time. Let me warm you with this heart of mine. I just wanna make love to you. Do you feel the same way I do? Don't walk away, 'cause I'll never know what you hide deep in your soul. Don't be afraid to let me know. I don't ever wanna let you go. Whoa, 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 whoa. The time is now for new horizons. You're my life, you're the sun that keep shining. Don't throw it away by words unspoken. You leave me torn with a heart that's broken. Don't be afraid to talk to me. I just want to share your hopes and dreams. Don't be afraid to let me know. I don't ever want to let you go. Oh, talk to me.
Lovely.
Well, thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
So, just so y'all know, I've discovered these people, both Peter and Jennifer, on various song circles that happen online. Otherwise, we might never have met. And I'm really grateful for the fact that this, it's the silver lining in the cloud of COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Small world, too.
really. Yeah. I keep telling my daughter lives in LA, and I keep wishing that they would let a little air out of the planet so that I would be closer to her. Right? And this kind of did that because I got back in touch with members of my family that I hadn't spoken to in years. Not everything is all bad.
No.
No,
Gotta look for the
nothing is
silver lining.
nothing is all bad. There's the words I wanted. So this is something I was doing my sound check with, and since it's working for the moment, I'm going to play it now. Where are all the Gretas and Marlenas and all the Mae Wests? Where are they? No one tells the boys, come up and see me sometime. That's all out of style nowadays. But I still long for old times, steamy romance, and satin gowns and stockings with seams, and men that wear trench coats and fedora hats. I wish they'd bring that all back. 'Cause I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna whistle like Bacall and have 'em all eating from my hand. They put me on a pedestal, competing for my glance. I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. Though I am a liberated woman, sometimes I'd prefer to be a tease. And when I see those starlets with eyes come hither soft, I could pull that off, it seems to me. And men would buy me clothes and bring me jewelry, open doors and pull me out a seat, and then stand by politely until I'd sit, enjoy my sparkling wit, a little risque repartee with a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna be the party doll that upsets all their other plans. I know it isn't fashionable, but it's so elegant. I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. Dietrich and Davis, they had it made. Mansfield and Monroe, hey, where'd they all go? Well, the women we admire now in the movies are all doctors and lawyers and chiefs. They don't flutter their lashes or swing their hips. They don't pout their lips or sit on anyone's knee. And if they're in some older profession, they've all been reformed by Act 3. They've given up their cigarettes and champagne. I guess we've come a long way. but I sure miss the day of the femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna give the boys the eye, call some guy my honey lamb. I'd have 'em all in a spell, I'd have 'em in a trance. If I was a femme fatale, I would be sensational. I wanna be a vamp. Thank you. What I do on stage is flip my skirt up. Not a lot, but some. But that's not possible to do here, and this is the only other possibility.
You need an extra camera.
Yeah, there you go. One under the keyboard. So we're just going to keep going round and round like that until they throw us out of here. So, Peter, you're up.
Okay. So this is the only song I have. I did this at an open mic not too long ago, so it's a seasonal song, we'll just say. Well, the Easter bunny's come and gone. Fa la 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 la. There's daisies blooming on your lawn. Fa la 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 la. You had a party on the 4th with hot dogs, fireworks, and so forth. And today it will be 90 out, but it's still Christmas at your house. Fa la la la, fa la la la, it's Christmas at your house. Fa la la la, fa la la la, it's Christmas at your house. Let me see. Your Santa's been out since November. Fa la 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 la. And your lights have been up even longer. Fa la 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 la. Your kids thought it would be real cute to put your reindeer on your roof. Well, spring has come and summer's gone, and now there's broken reindeer on my lawn. Fa la la la, fa la la la, it's Christmas at your house. Fa la la la, fa la la la, it's Christmas at your house. And the reindeer haven't done your mowing. Fa la 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 la. And your garden could use some ho-ho-hoing. Fa la 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 la. The plastic Santa by your shrubs is covered with weeds attracting bugs. And Mrs. Claus wants to pull the plug. Fa la 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 la. Fa la la la, fa la la la, it's Christmas at your house. Fa la la la, fa la la la, it's Christmas at your house. Well, don we now poolside apparel. Fa la 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 la. There's a case of Bud in your wheelbarrow. Fa la 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 la. The elves will miss the start of school, 'cause they're still sitting by your pool. Well, have a happy Labor Day. then please put your Christmas crap away. Fa la la la, fa la la la, it's Christmas at your house. Fa la la la, fa la la la, it's Christmas at your house.
Oh my God, that's priceless.
It's funny.
Thanks a lot.
Whoa.
Thanks.
Anytime.
Am I up?
Yes, you are.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know if somebody was going to talk.
Nope.
Anyways, I'm going to do another song here. Years ago, I used to busk out on the streets of Boston. Not by choice. I had a friend who pretty much forced me out there. I didn't want to do it. And so he did talk me into it, and he created a monster. I ended up playing all over the place. So anyways, this song is kind of dedicated to him pushing me out there. And I don't know whether you're familiar with Davis Square, but it's in Somerville, Mass. And that's probably the first place that I played. So the song is called Davis Square. It was a warm summer's night when you asked me to play. Bring a guitar and amp, you said, you just might want to stay. Oasis in the city, where people come to hear music being played all the time. Musicians who just stand in line, waiting so patiently, a chance to perform, waiting to sing a song. Davis Square, it won't be long. Well, I was a little hesitant about what people might say, but after I strummed a few chords, my fears just melted away. Look at all those faces in the crowd, strangers before that night. And when I was done, I had found new friends underneath those city lights. There's no better feeling I get than playing my song for you, hoping that I'll see you again one day, maybe soon, in Davis Square. Now I know what I might have missed if you not let me hear. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for showing me how to face my fear. Davis Square is where I long to be, yeah. Bringing back those memories in Davis Square once again. Sound of subway trains on the ground, people always walking around. Oh, Davis Square. Oh, Davis Square.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
You're a much braver woman than I am. I tried busking.
I don't know about that, but
I tried busking one time on the main drag in Austin, and it was right across from the university and heavily trafficked. And about 5 songs in, I had already had enough.
It's not for everybody. It's not for the faint of heart either.
Yeah.
No, that's for sure. So this is also one that I did for sound check, and Jennifer said she liked it, so I'm going to do it again.
Good. Thank you.
I used to think that life was like a little dance. If you missed your step, well, you had your chance. Now I know disappointments come and go. You keep looking back, you'll never get past them, 'cause it's now and then, it's now again. And life is a perfect opportunity, 'cause it's now and then, it's now again. We're standing in the corner of was road and will be highway. There it is. I used to think that love was like a photograph, a Kodak moment, good for a laugh. But now I know real love is never just for show. You may lose your lover, but love is never over, 'cause it's now and then, it's now again. And love is a golden opportunity, 'cause it's now and then, it's now again. We're standing on the corner of was road and will be highway. One day they'll lay you in your grave and say the words that people say. Then they'll all go to some cafe or other. You won't be sipping coffee with them. Better celebrate some moments now while you can. I used to think that time was like a looking glass. If you could see more future, it looked just like the past. Now I know time is just a river flowing. When one season's done, the next one's begun, 'cause it's now and then, it's now again. Life could be very extraordinary, 'cause it's now and then, it's now again. We're standing on the corner of was road and will be highway, where it's now and then, it's now again. Quit waiting for someday that never gonna come day, 'cause it's now and then, it's now again. And we're all standing on the corner of was road and will be highway perpetually. And it's now and then, well, it's now again. And it's now again forever. Hey, Neil. Welcome.
Hey, beautiful song. I came in at the right time.
Yep.
Good to
Thank
see you. Nice to see you all.
So, Peter,
Oh, yeah. It's my turn.
onward.
All right. So this is another song from that album I put out a couple of years ago. It's called 2 Cents Worth. It's about when people give you advice that that you probably don't really want to get. Let me just turn that on. Okay. Well, everybody gives me their 2 cents worth. 2 cents worth, 2 cents worth. Some of them are smart, some of them are jerks. They all want to give you their 2 cents worth. Well, I did my homework and I work real hard. I got good marks on my report card. I got a prize in science, I got a prize in art, but my teacher still gives me her 2 cents worth. Everyone's an athlete, everyone's a nurse. They know the secrets of the universe. None of them are famous, God, that would be worse. They all want to give me their 2 cents worth. Oh, they tell me what to do, tell me where to go, tell me what they're thinking and how much they know. Somebody famous was a friend of a friend. I've heard the same story again and again. Everybody gives me their 2 cents worth. 2 cents worth, 2 cents worth. Some of them are smart, some of them don't want to give me their 2 cents worth. I went to college, I got a degree. Maybe I should go and get my PhD. I'll write a book, I'll be on TV, and then I'm gonna give you my 2 cents worth. Oh, it's not worth a quarter, not worth a dime, not worth a nickel half of the time. 2 plus 2 plus 2 cents worth. Add it all up, it's just 2 cents worth. Everybody gives me their 2 cents worth. 2 cents worth, 2 cents worth. Some of them are smart, some of them are jerks, and they all want to give me, they all want to give me their 2 cents worth. Thanks.
Hey, that was great, Peter.
Thanks.
Sounded
Yeah.
good. Sounded good.
Sounded good to me too. That's my 2 cents worth.
Thanks.
Is his screen freezing up, or are they all freezing up?
Nobody's freezing up.
It,
Oh,
it
wait.
does look like Peter's frozen.
Yeah, it does,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
You two guys are fine.
Sounded good, Peter. Let's see. Okay, all right. This song here is the song I was doing the warm-up earlier, but it's a song about domestic violence. I had a friend, she was involved with this awful relationship. But anyways, I ended up coming up with this song, and it's called Walk Away. Kind of an older song. And she did leave him finally, so that's a good thing. How can I make you see that he's no good for you? When I see that pain in your face and all your black and blues, it's gonna take a lot from you to walk away from it all. Gather your strength, just breathe and that fall. Just walk away and don't look back. Believe in yourself, you don't need his attacks. Just be strong and trust in yourself. Whoa, whoa. You must find the courage and take a leap of faith. jump over that fence to a much better place. Get as far away as you can from the prison of this man. There's a life that's so much better if you make a stand. It must be hard to walk away. It's gotta be better than the life you live today. Hold on tight and know that a friend is near. Know that I'll be there should you need a friend who cares. I'll be there for you. Wish that I could make him see the pain he inflicts on you. And one day I hope he gets all that he is due. 'Cause it must be hard to walk away. It's gotta be better than the life you live today. Hold on tight. Know that a friend is near. Know that I'll be there should you need a friend who cares. I'll be there for you. Whoa.
Beautiful
Oh, my
song,
headphones
Jennifer.
kept on slipping
Lovely.
off.
Beautiful, beautiful song.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was quite nice.
Thank you. My
So I have
headphones
to
kept on
ask, did she
sliding
leave?
off. She did leave him. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Good for her, right?
Yeah. So we are now in the relationship portion of our show. And this is about when you don't have one. First, make a list, all the qualities you missed in your previous attempts. Then make a plan, all the places that someone like that might frequent. Call all your friends, let them know you're on the mend from your last affair. Consult your horoscope, seize the moment, and say a little prayer. And then you wait, you hurry up and wait. Be at the right place at the right time to meet your soulmate. You just wait, densely knocking on the gates of love sublime. It's just a matter of patience and timing in the tango for one. Improve yourself, pay attention to your health, learn a new dance. Go on a trip, give your blues the slip, change your circumstance. Exercise your brain, learn a new language, do something just for fun. Get your fortune told, buy new clothes, you may already have won. Still you wait, you hurry up and wait. Be at the right place at the right time to meet your soulmate. You just wait, patience and timing in the tango for one. Sooner or later, you're gonna notice a change. Your own company ain't half as bad as they claim, and it's not a cause for shame. You can't afford to wait. You can hurry up and wait at the right place, at the right time to meet your soulmate. You can wait. You'll be entering the gates of love sublime. It's just a matter of patience and timing in the tango for one. 'Cause it's all about patience and timing in the tango for one.
Great, Jan.
Thank you.
I gotta remember to unmute so I can clap.
I know I keep forgetting to do the same thing, but here.
Thank you.
Nice job.
So I'm next here.
Yes.
It always surprises me.
It goes so fast.
I know, time flies. So this is a song from my album, and before I met my girlfriend Susan, I was married for close to 40 years. And a few years after my wife had passed away, I decided I was thinking about dating and thinking, well, what's next? And so I thought I was going to write a funny song about online dating, but I decided I wasn't quite ready for anything funny yet. So this is more of a conversation. It's called It Just Depends. Let me just start this. There's a coat in the closet. There's a purse by the door. There's a box of your things up on the second floor. I live in the same old house. I still have your old house. Every day he walks in to see if you're around. But I've got a sense of humor, and I've got a bunch of friends. I'm easygoing, but sometimes it just depends. Well, we both came with lots of baggage. We attracted, we unpacked it over time. Now it fits in one suitcase. What was ours is just mine. The sun came through the curtains onto your side of the bed. I was drinking my morning coffee when I remembered what you said. You said, you've got a sense of humor, and you've got a bunch of friends. You're easygoing, but sometimes it just depends. You're easygoing, but sometimes it just depends. Thanks.
Beautiful, Peter. It's a nice
Lovely.
you too.
Very nice, Peter.
Thanks.
Love those stories. Well, as long as we're staying on relationships, here's another one. Another song about that. This is called Faded, one of my newer songs here. Just released this, I don't know, last month, I think. I don't know, lose track of time here. Anyways, it's called Faded. So long ago, we shared our soul. I feel broken now, living in the cold. You changed your mind, you needed time. Turned my life upside down, I lost my mind. I don't need much to feel your touch, the way we used to do. It all turned to dust. I've been cheated, times been hated, infatuated by a love that has faded. Why is it so complicated? Why is love so overrated? Yeah. The sun fades away into the night. I stare out into a pale moonlight. Well, it don't matter, maybe you were right. All I know, I need you one more time tonight. I've been cheated, times been hated, infatuated by a love that has faded. Why is it so complicated? Why is love so overrated? Yeah. You're lucky once if you find the right one. Will we get another chance to find our someone? 'Cause I've been cheated, times been hated, infatuated by a love that has faded. Why is it so complicated? Why is love so overrated? Yeah. The sun fades away into the night. I stare out into a pale moonlight. Well, it don't matter, maybe you were right. All I know, I need you one more time tonight. I've been cheated, times been hated, infatuated by a love that has faded. Why is it so complicated? Why is love so overrated? Yeah.
That's a great song.
That's great, Jennifer.
Gotta love those relationship songs, right?
Yeah, I feel like
Faded, see ya, bye-bye.
I feel like I came in the room and all of a sudden there's a relationship issue.
No, it's not you. Well, I'm going to change the picture a little bit. This is a relationship song, but it's not an obvious one. You know those, when I used to do recitals when I was growing up, at the end of the recital, my piano teacher would always hand out these little statuettes of famous composers. And she would just reach in the bag and pull out a box, and that was your composer of the week. So I ended up with several of the same composers. And I wanted to do that for my students, but they have gotten way expensive, and my studio has been a bit too large to reward everyone with that expensive of a gift. Nevertheless, I have some of the ones that I won when I was a kid, and I think about them, you know, nostalgically, because that's how that works. And this song is about them. I keep a bust of Beethoven before me on the piano. I keep a bust of Beethoven to remind me that even in calamity, tomorrow still holds possibility. So I keep a bust of Beethoven where I'll remember. I keep a bust of Beethoven where I can see. I keep a bust of Bach before me on the piano. I keep a bust of Bach to remind me that though the task is difficult, it still can yield a fine result. So I keep a bust of Bach where I'll remember. I keep a bust of Bach where I can see. And Chopin, he could not go home, and Mozart died in poverty. So many of them were gone so very young, but still they left us so much beauty. So I keep a bust of Brahms before me on the piano. I keep a bust of Brahms to remind me that though your heart is aching, your art can be your saving grace. So I keep a bust of Brahms where I'll remember. I keep a bust of Brahms where I can see. I keep a bust of Beethoven, and I keep a bust of Bach, and I keep a bust of Brahms where I can see.
Great.
Wow.
Thank you. That
Very
one
nice,
about
Jan.
Brahms, maybe not everybody knows, but he was in love with Sarah Schumann, and who was married to his best friend Robert Schumann. And even after Robert went off to the asylum and died there, Brahms still, as a point of honor, kept his hands to himself and died brokenhearted.
Mm. Yeah.
But he made some beautiful music.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Most
We
of
had
that music comes out of a broken heart or something, you know?
Music
yeah,
is
we had little busts of all the composers on my parents' piano at home. Little
Yeah.
plastic things.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Yeah.
The music is very healing. We all know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
So before we go on, I have a burning question to ask.
Sure.
Peter, where can people find you online, and where are you going to be playing next?
Well, I put a link in the chat, but it's
Good.
basically Landorf.com. I'd spell it, except it's
It's right there on your little box.
yeah. And then on Saturday we're gonna be playing at a place in Connecticut called the Stanley Whitman Museum. And
nice.
like a lot of venues, they're trying to drum up tickets, and we've been trying to drum up tickets, and it's just they're going to let us go ahead with the concert, but I don't think it's going to make much money, if anything. But anyway, still be fun. We've played there before. We played there during COVID when it was outside and it was October and everybody was bundled up, and, so it'll be good to play inside.
Yeah. Well, the song must go on, right?
Yep. Yep.
And Jennifer, how about you?
Well, again, I'm not really out performing that much. You know, most of what I've been doing is online. So, but I have been collaborating with lots of people from all over the world. And I usually post my music on Reverb Nation or Facebook. And if you just type in Jen McQuaid, I'm sure something will come up, you know. I do have another appearance Thursday, this coming Thursday, on Topic Time, which is a local TV show, I guess, in Easton,
nice.
Mass. Yeah. Yeah, so I was invited to come on that show. So I'll be doing that this week. But as far as playing in any clubs right now, I haven't got anything lined up. My mom here is a full-time job, you know. If I could take her with me, that would be a different story. But
Yeah, I understand.
but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
So the next one of these shows will be on September 22nd, and that is Tina Ross and Pat Buckner. So that's September 22nd, 3 to 5 Central Time.
That
And
is awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And here in Austin, my second Sunday show is with Marilyn Rucker, who is hilarious and has been on Dr. Demento's radio show more than once. Yeah, and Don Berryhill, who is also a fabulous songwriter. But the thing that I'm most excited about in September, and don't tell anybody that I said this, but the thing I'm most excited about is just before Swerfa happens on September 27th, I will have a show at New World Deli here in Austin, which we may stream. It's at 4101 Guadalupe if you're in Austin, and I'll send a link if you put your name and email in the chat and tell me that's why you have put your name and email in the chat, because I'm going to be on stage with David Lamotte, and I am so overwhelmingly excited about that, because David, first of all, besides being a fantastic songwriter, has just had his TEDx presentation picked up by the international organization. And so everybody will get to know David and his charitable efforts, which involve a book called You're Changing the World Whether You Like It or Not, and what to do about that. So I strongly urge you, first of all, to find David's book. It's Lamotte. And secondly, if we stream it, please be there, because you will not be sorry.
Wow.
Oh, and you can find me at janseides.com, as you all probably know.
Cool.
Yeah. So, Peter.
Okay. Let me see. All right. So this is a song that I wrote as part of a prompt with the Rhode Island Songwriters Association, and the prompt was just against the wall. So that's just one line in the song, but I really wrote it about going to my doctor's office. I was waiting in the room when they called my name, sent me down the hall. They took my coat, my wallet and my phone, stood me against the wall. They asked my name and my date of birth, the name of my drugs and supplements. They measured my body on a talking scale and said, no, you can't leave yet. My doctor had me draw 10:30 on the face of a clock. Then he asked me to remember 3 little words: apple, penny, and rock. Well, I might forget your name or where I left my keys or where my car is parked, but I'll never forget what my doctor said: apple, penny, and rock. Apple, penny, and rock. My doctor said I'm too short for my height by at least a half a foot. You better get taller, lose some weight, or you will be kaput. People say I've got to get up and go, and I do 8 times a night. My prostate is the size of a toaster, otherwise I'm doing all right. Oh, I might forget your name or where I left my keys, where my car is parked, but I'll never forget what my doctor said: apple, penny, and rock. Apple, penny, and rock. Well, that was 3 doctors ago. Now I live in a different state. I'm still driving, sometimes I get lost. I leave early so I won't be late. I got a doctor for my hip, doctor for my arm, doctor for my toes. I wrote another verse to this song, but I forget how it goes. Oh, I might forget your name or where I left my keys or where my car is parked, but I'll never forget what my doctor said: apple, penny, and rock. Apple, penny, and rock. Apple, penny, and rock. Thanks.
That's great, Pete. I can relate.
Excellent song. I like that a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Uh-oh. Am I up again?
Yes. It
Wow,
is
this
so
goes-
reassuring to hear somebody sing about that. It makes you feel almost normal.
Exactly. Nice job, Peter. Okay, I won't say that this song is a relationship song, but it's kind of a memory of a relationship. Anyways, this is called Popham Beach. Along the shores of Maine, far out of reach. Long ago when we were there, the sand beneath our feet, walking without a care. Popham Beach, it hides away. The ocean comes alive as it leads to the bay, sharing its secret for us to view. Ain't it funny how life turns out? A small world after all we talked about. Seals can see the heads above water as we gaze upon the sea. Popham Beach, it hides away. There we were, walking that day, sharing our time, just you and I. The world is crazy, you just wanna run and hide. Let's go back to that special time. Whoa. Oh. A long cold winter, waiting for the spring, when robins fly and bluebirds sing. The summer's here, there's beauty all around. Let's take another walk along Popham Beach. Popham Beach, it hides away. There we were, walking that day, just you and I. Oh, the world is crazy, you just wanna run and hide. Let's go back to that special time.
Lovely.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. So now we're in the geographical locations portion, right? I just couldn't resist. We just came back from Northern California. In fact, last week at this time, I was sitting on an airplane and regretting leaving Northern California. The place we go is called Point Arena. It's about 30 miles south of Mendocino. And Mendocino County is huge, so both of them are in Mendocino County, along with things way to the east of them that you wouldn't think. But in Mendocino County, there's this botanical park, museum, botanical gardens, where if you're on my Facebook page, or not my page, my profile, you can see pictures of the dahlias that they had there that were in bloom. And Eliza Gilkison named her daughter Dahlia, and for the first time I understood why. Those things are gorgeous. So this is a song about Point Arena. Blue skies, sunshine, sea foam sparkling on the shore, tall pines, grapevines, and a blackbird rock on tour. Sunday morning, peaceful as a prayer. It's spring in Point Arena. It's spring in Point Arena, and the birds of California are singing everywhere. bright eyes, wide smiles in this tiny seaside town. New friends clasp our hands and invite us to sit down. Sunday gathering, a picnic in the park. It's spring in Point Arena, it's spring in Point Arena, and the birds of California are singing to my heart. This is how I think paradise is gonna be. But the sun is setting and the fog rolls in and we must leave. But spring in Point Arena, spring in Point Arena, and the birds of California will sing on. Spring in Point Arena, spring in Point Arena, and the birds of California will sing on in my dreams. It's spring in Point Arena.
That was beautiful.
I love that song. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful chords and stuff too.
Oh, thanks. So, back we go. By the way, I wanted to mention to everybody to check out what's going on in the chat or in the comments on Facebook. We have a few people watching there too. Michael and Sybil and Laura and Jim. Because the all-important tip jar is located there. So.
Cool. All right, so this is a song I wrote about the. This gets into the location songs. This is a song about the town that I recently moved from in Massachusetts. It's a really small town, and everything in this song is true. We did, in fact, it was the only town when they rejected a budget override. They had to turn off the streetlights in our town, they closed our library, and there is in fact a house that the mafia used to come up from New York and stay when things were too hot in the city. Though I've lived in this town for over 30 years, I'm still the new kid on the block. Everyone really seems to like it here, except when they do not. We've got one gas station, one grocery store, churches for those who like to pray, 3 Italian restaurants, some liquor stores, and a golf course we can't afford to play. I remember when the town ran out of money, we turned off the streetlights and closed the library. We had to close the school because we ran out of kids, and we don't need more stoplights. God forbid. Well, we all want progress, but we don't like change. We love the bucolic view. Leave it to Beaver, Father knows best. We got cows up the wazoo. Well, everyone's an expert on our Facebook page. We're a red town in a state that's blue. They say, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings when I called you an idiot. I thought you knew. Well, we're not near a highway and we're barely on the map, but you should visit us just the same. I'll show you where the mob had a house up in the hills. Home off the range. Yeah, we all want progress, but we don't like change. We love the bucolic view. Leave it to Beaver, Father knows best. We got cows up the wazoo. Yes, cows up the wazoo. Though I've lived in this town for over 30 years, I'm still the new kid on the block. Thanks.
Awesome.
That was
Beautiful.
what a story. That was great.
Thanks.
That was some nice guitar playing there.
Thanks.
Let's see. Well, keeping it on location. I'm moving the location out to the middle of the Atlantic. I was watching a documentary on the Titanic, and, a few weeks later, all of a sudden, some words started coming to me. So this song is a little bit about that and a little about other things, I guess, but it's called A Faithful Night. Do you remember that fateful night? A once mighty ship sailing through the moonlight. No one had a care aboard, the calm before the storm about to unfold. Looming in the dark, an iceberg in the cold. Too late to see, the band played on. Despite their fear, they hid the truth, the panic in the air. A gash opened up on the starboard side. Got nowhere to run, got nowhere to hide. No one heard the alarm, no one knew the ship was going down. They did not heed the warning, no one heard a sound. Oh no, the band played on. Despite their fear, they hid the truth, the panic in the air. Is that time upon us now? Seems all hope is lost in a shroud. Oh no. 100 years gone by, and what have we learned? Do we heed the warning or watch it all burn? Is it too late to change our fate? Like that once mighty ship who lost their way. That fateful night, the band played on. Despite their fear, truth, the panic in the air. Oh no.
Wow.
Another nice story. Wow.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I don't know if I know there's a couple of songs about shipwrecks. The Esmond Fitzgerald, of course, the theme song to the movie Titanic. But I was thinking about that, you know. So,
My daughter believes that the theme song from the Titanic should be the campaign song of one of the parties. And I said, why? Because in it, she keeps saying, my heart will go on and your heart will go on. And I've had kind of enough of that heart. But
yeah.
she said, it sank.
Yeah. That's such a beautiful song, too.
It is. I was so happy to see Celine Dion during the Paris Olympics because her story, I mean, for somebody who has that remarkable of a gift, it came with a price tag. Yeah, and that's just not fair. So I'm going to stick with the location thing. I should probably tell you where this is. It's about halfway between Austin and Houston, or anyway, it used to be. And I used to drive by it all the time, every time I drove to Houston. And I kept thinking I should get out and find out what that is. But I didn't. And then one day, it was gone. And all that was left was the little white building. But the sign that said Jezebel Cafe and Dance Hall, it was no longer there. And I kind of regretted that. And then one day I realized that I actually had seen the inside of that place because there are so many places like it. Probably you have too. At the Jezebel Cafe and Dance Hall, where Blondie presides at the bar, and the regulars line up before the doors open at 7. The band, I'm sorry. There's a raised wooden stage in one corner, and the band shows up around 9, and they drink up their brews and finally go on at 11. And what they lack in skill, they make up in enthusiasm. And the ladies imagine they're the belles of the ball. On the arm of Prince Charming at the Jezebel Cafe and Dance Hall. At the Jezebel Cafe and Dance Hall, tall tales and stories abound, like how someone pulled a catfish from the Brazos as big as a cow, really a cow. And all their granddads built the first church in the county, and all of them go every Sunday, except for the ones who grin and say they're in church right now. And what they lack in veracity, they make up in enthusiasm. And the ladies imagine they're heroes, about 7 feet tall. No, wait, Make that 8 feet at the Jezebel Cafe and Dance Hall. It's not far from civilization, but it's not too close either. Between Brenham and College Station, real places, about a mile from the river. And they know the developer's coming, and they'll have to move over sometime soon, but they say they'll hang on till the Jezzy is gone. And at the Jezebel Cafe and Dance Hall, when the lights come up on the decor, it's all planking and 2x4s, but the clients don't care, 'cause it's good old days that they come for, a fragment of fast fading time. So tomorrow at 7, again they'll all line up right here. And what they lack in variety, they'll make up in enthusiasm. And they'll keep on attending till they hear that last call. They'll be dancing and singing, playing pool and smoking, foosball and billiards, laughing and joking at the Jezebel Cafe, the Jezebel Cafe and Dance Hall. Thank you.
That was
That
nice.
should have been quite a trip.
That
I
had
can't
me
believe I
thinking-
forgot the name on the very last line of the song.
It happens to me all the time. That
Yeah.
that reminds me of like so many other great songs. I just in my mind I'm thinking Billy Joel. I'm thinking,
Piano Man? Sure.
yeah. Oh God, there's just so many. But again, beautiful chords, lovely lyrics. Just nice job on that one.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right, so this song is a wee bit political. So let me just get my lyrics up here. Well, Jesus was a good man when he walked upon the earth. He fed the hungry and then he quenched our thirst. Jesus fought injustice, then he went up to the clouds. Now Jesus is running with the wrong crowd. His friends block the clinics. They say Jesus wants a fight. They burn the churches. They say Jesus was a white. He joins militias. He helps them throw the bombs. Oh, Jesus, what happened? Where did you go wrong? Oh, Jesus has been out of town, but they say he's coming back. Used to ride a donkey, but he drives a Cadillac. Used to be real skinny, but they say he's getting fat. Oh, Jesus has been living orange hair, he shakes his tiny fist. Jesus, he's saying, is getting really pissed. Let's wall up the border. Let's throw out all the poor. Let's teach pregnant children what families are for. He says Jesus, he never went on a date, but he'll save the crooked as long as they're straight. Jesus has a website with links to the alt-right. His friends are closed-minded and a few aren't too bright. Oh, Jesus has been out of town, but they say he's coming back. Used to ride a donkey, now he drives a Cadillac. Used to be real skinny, but they say he's getting fat. Oh, Jesus has been living on the wrong side of the tracks. Oh, Jesus has been living on the wrong side of the track. They built him a theme park. It's down in the south. The roller coaster comes out of his mouth. They're selling Jesus t-shirts. They're selling Jesus hats. They've silk screened his picture on vinyl placemats. Now I know there's still a Jesus, but it's not the same as yours. He still builds bridges, he still opens up the doors. Jesus likes the Methodists, the Muslims and the Jews, and he's got a sense of humor, so he'll probably like you. Oh, Jesus has been out of town, but they say he's coming back. Used to ride a donkey, now he drives a Cadillac. Used to be real skinny, but they say he's getting fat. Oh, Jesus has been living on the wrong side of the tracks. Jesus has been living on the wrong side of the tracks. Yes, Jesus has been living on the wrong side of the track.
Wow, Peter.
Wow.
Powerful, powerful.
That was
lyrics.
You are
very
kidding
powerful.
about the amusement park, right? You made that up. You're kidding about the amusement park, right?
Well, they had the things like the Noah's Ark thing, and wasn't there, I think there was a Bible oriented theme park, I think.
Good
down.
Lord.
Yeah, I have never been, but all right, thanks.
One thing I did read about that ARC thing was that they were suing the insurance company who would not cover flood damage.
Yeah.
If you wait long enough, the punchline always arrives.
Oh yeah, boy.
Powerful stuff there, Peter. Guitar work was fantastic.
Well, thanks.
Let's see. I am going to do a relatively observational song, I guess. You could take it for what it's worth, but I'm sure we've all been through this. Life is like a roulette wheel, spinning out of control. never knowing where it will land. It keeps spinning as I grow old, yeah. One step forward and two steps back. It's hard to keep myself on this track. I keep moving ahead, hoping for the best. Life is like a roll of the dice. Sometimes you get hit by snake eyes. It's getting harder to keep myself above water. There's one step forward and two steps back. It's hard to keep myself on this track. I keep moving ahead, hoping for the best. Wondering, should I cast a line and reel in this life? I turn the other cheek and I get slapped in the face by this life again. So I keep on moving ahead, no matter what this life throws at me, 'cause I'm an eternal survivor, and I'm the only one who holds this key, yeah. One step forward and two steps back. It's hard to keep myself on this track. I keep moving ahead, hoping for the best. I'll just keep on hoping for the best.
Beautiful,
Thank you so
beautiful.
much. Thank you so much. That's an oldie. That's an oldie. I wrote that song years ago.
That's lovely. So this one is blatantly political. No punches pulled. The flags above my country are at half-staff once again, and we're burying our children and their teachers and their friends. Hey, law enforcement got him, and he only murdered 10. And the flags above my country are at half-staff once again. The flags above my country are at half-staff every day, and the folks who hold the power seem to have nothing to say. They just send their thoughts and prayers up to protect the NRA. So the flags above my country are at half-staff every day. Why not leave the flags at half-staff? It'll save us all some time. We can cut right to the part where we claim this is God's design, as we scroll the names and faces that were cut down in their prime. The flags above my country should be upside down today. Threat to life and property cannot be prayed away, and no good guy with a gun can stop a nation gone astray. And the flags above my country should be upside down today.
Wow, how sadly true.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thanks. We are now on our last round.
Oh,
I
let me see.
know.
Now
Goes really fast.
I know. I need to think about. Well, no, I'm tuned up for this one, so I'll just do it anyway. So this is a song. This is an old song. I think I actually copyrighted this in 1974 or something, like 75 maybe, or something like that. I did this one. I remember doing this one friend recording me, and I recorded this song, and we duped it onto a cassette. And I sent it off to the Library of Congress. So, I finally got around to recording it on my album a couple of years ago. It's about a camping trip I took to Mount Monadnock in New Hampshire. Please, Mr. Squirrel, don't eat all my granola. Please, Mr. Squirrel, climb into your tree. I love Mother Nature and the birds and the bees, Rocky and Bullwinkle when they're on TV. Please, Mr. Squirrel, don't eat all my granola. Well, I climbed the mountain to see what I could see. Got to the top and pulled up a rock, fixed myself some tea. Fell asleep under a tree, woke up the victim of robbery. Please, Mr. Squirrel, don't eat all my granola. Please, Mr. Squirrel, climb into your tree. I love Mother Nature and the birds and the bees, Rocky and Bullwinkle on TV. Please, Mr. Squirrel, don't eat all my granola. Well, I gave him a candy bar, I gave him a piece of cheese. He never said thank you, he never said please. He ate my sandwich, he drank all my tea. I don't know what that squirrel wants from me. Please, Mr. Squirrel, don't eat all my granola. Please, Mr. Squirrel, climb into your tree. Well, I know he seems cute enough. He's got my raisins and he's got my nuts. Please, Mr. Squirrel, don't eat all my granola. Well, I packed up my tent to move away, to get away from him. Walked on down the mountain to go back home again. Started to drive, nearly lost control. A squirrel in the backseat with my jelly roll. Please, Mr. Squirrel, don't eat all my granola. Please, Mr. Squirrel, climb into your tree. Well, I just got used to big city life when that squirrel showed up and ran off with my wife. Please, Mr. Squirrel, don't eat all my granola. Here he comes now. Get away from me.
were hilarious in 1975.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Awesome. Awesome.
That was great, Peter.
I was ahead of my time.
I
Thanks.
think I copyrighted some way back then. I don't even remember what the name of the song was. So you got a good memory. Let's see. Okay, the last song, I think I'm just going to end this on a little upbeat, I guess. My other profession is driving commercial vehicles. So I have driven the 48 states, and I probably should have come up with more songs about driving those 48 states, but I came up with one anyways. And this one's called Out on the Road. Driving down a highway late at night, my eyes are heavy, the lights are bright, counting the miles one by one. I'm so tired, I'm so done. When I see that sun coming up again, I gotta keep moving. I'm out of time, I need to find place to stop for the night. A few more miles, I might see a spot of my own just for me. But when I see that sun coming up again, I gotta keep moving. 'Cause I'm looking for a friendly face out on the road where I can share just a little piece of my soul. Oh, out on the road. I've been to Denver, I've been out to LA. I pray to the Lord it'll get me through this day. Get me through the city, get me back where I belong, out on the road. I'm looking for a friendly face out on the road where I can share just a little piece of my soul. Out on the road. I'm looking for a friendly face out on the road where I can share just a little piece of my soul. Oh, out on the road.
Wow. When you say commercial vehicle, what are we talking about?
One of those big rigs, those 70-foot long vehicles.
Really?
Wow.
48 states, huh? Wow.
48 states, yeah. It's funny. I tried to bring my guitar with me, but God love those truckers. I tell you, the long hours that they have to endure. I was so exhausted by the time I got to where I was stopping. I picked up the guitar and I said, you know what? I'm just too tired. I went right to bed.
Mhm.
So, but anyways, yeah, that's where that song came from.
I've
Wow.
always wondered what that was like.
It can be nice. You know, of course, you got a living room in the back, so you got a self-contained unit going over the road. The problem is getting off the beaten path. So you get to see a lot of states, but from the main highway.
Right.
So you're not able to get, once in a while you get lost and go down those back streets where you don't belong, you know. But it's still beautiful. It's still
I'm
beautiful to
sure it
see
is.
each and every state, to get out, feel the atmosphere, you know. It's nice. So you got me
Well,
going. That's the hard time. You're gonna shut me up.
you have my admiration for sure.
Yeah.
So, you were probably blissfully unaware of this, but I was not because at one point, Andy came out and he said, "We can't hear your guitar at all." And this guitar has a tendency to use up batteries rather quickly, rather more quickly than I think it should, and I don't know why that is. But my sweetie just brought me his last 9-volt battery so that I could finish the show with an audible guitar. So I'm going to do a love song for him as my last song. Don't seem like much that you cuddle up closer when it's cold at night. Don't seem like much that you rub my shoulders when I come home tired. But I don't know what I would ever do if I had to live in this world without you. Don't seem like much, but it's everything to me. Don't seem like much, keeps people together these days. Takes a miracle or two. That's still not enough to hear some tell it, and it sure don't seem to see them through. But in these tough and turbulent times, when love's so easily forgotten, still you don't forget mine. Don't seem like much, but it's everything to me. So many drops fill the ocean, so many stars fill the skies above. So many acts of devotion fill my heart with love. So it means so much when you tell me you love me, though we've had a fight. And it means so much when you say that you're sorry too, even when you were right. It's just a minor detail in the master plan. just one woman, you're just one man. Don't seem like much, but it's everything to me. I don't mean it's unimportant or any kind of slight. I just wanted you to know that you're doing it right. Don't seem like much, I know, but it's everything to me. Everything.
What a nice tribute to Andy.
Beautiful
Thank
and
you.
heartfelt.
Yeah.
Lovely
Thank you,
singing,
sweetie.
too.
So that rounds out our show for this afternoon. Can we all uncloak to say goodbye? Those
Yay.
Yay. Oh, we're all Star Trek fans. I love it. Everybody knew what that meant.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah. All
Uh,
right. Well, Janet, how are you doing? Yeah. Janet's about 30 seconds north of Tel Aviv. 30 minutes. Something like that. Yeah. And David is in the Panhandle in Texas. And Neil, are you in Maine? Are you in Boston?
I'm in Rosendale, Massachusetts.
There you go.
And you're all welcome to come to Rosendale Open Mic if you would like to.
Oh, put that link in the chat, okay?
Okay, I'll try to before you leave.
Okay, I don't know if Jennifer is aware of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I played there years ago.
I know
Oh,
you
okay.
did. I know you
Yeah,
did. It's just
yeah.
great to see you again.
Oh, good to see you as well. I'll be there. I'll sign up.
Okay.
Peter, are you in New Hampshire?
Well, right now I'm in Massachusetts. I'm just taking care of Mom, but I was living up in Maine. So,
Yeah. And Peter, are you in New Hampshire?
No, I'm in central Connecticut,
Oh,
near
okay.
Bristol, Connecticut, near
So
outside of Hartford.
you just had a few songs that had
Well, yeah,
New
I grew up
Hampshire.
I grew up in Fitchburg, which is in central Massachusetts, and then
Yeah.
after I lived in Colorado, and after that I lived in Hamden, Massachusetts, which is near Springfield. So it's
Yeah, I know. I was in Massachusetts for a while in the 70s, and I spent a little time in Boston.
yeah,
Almost made a semester at Berkeley, and
wow.
then my car broke down, and I had to go get a job. So I got a job at the Seelig Furniture Factory in Leominster, Massachusetts.
Oh, Leominster. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that was right. Yeah, that was right next to where I grew up.
yeah. So and I really love New England Falls. I grew up in the
Yeah.
Panhandle of Texas, and so trees are pretty amazing things to begin with. But
Yeah,
the fall in New England is a religious experience.
yeah, yeah. We're
So
getting
happy to
close.
be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I really enjoyed y'all's music. And Peter, I, I can hear John Prine doing your songs, man.
Oh, that's very kind. Yeah.
Well, no, it's just that those same kind of songs. Great picking,
Thanks.
great sense of humor, uh,
Thanks.
just wonderful
All of the above.
word salad. Yeah.
Thanks a
And,
lot.
All of
and
your music just made me sit back and think, and it's a very
That's good.
pleasant way to spend the Sunday afternoon.
That's great.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, it was
We
beautiful.
like to make you think.
Right.
Yes.
yeah, and Jennifer, is that a Martin 12?
It is the Martin D1228. Yeah.
Yeah, those are great 12
Oh,
strings.
oh my God, I've had this forever. There
It
was
sounded
an
great.
There was
Yeah,
an
it did.
interesting story. About 20 years ago, I was just practicing up in my house, and but I had all my amplifiers stacked high up on top of each other, and they all come tumbling down and crushed it. I mean, I'm
Oh.
telling you,
Ooh,
I stood there speechless. I said, "Oh my
I'll
God!"
bet.
My friend was trying to talk to me, and I just no words were coming out. But anyways, I held on to it for well over 20 years, and I just knew one day I'd find somebody. And I found a luthier up in Maine. He does beautiful work, and
Wow.
WC Customs. But he took he took almost a year, and he put all original parts back into it, all Martin parts that he had all those years.
Wow.
And he got it back. It was just beautiful.
You
So
you should name it Lazarus.
yeah,
Really?
it came back from the dead.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, thank you for sharing your music. It was really a wonderful time. It's always good to see friends like Janet. This is my only time to get to see Janet. Usually is on Sunday afternoon. She stays up. I don't even know what time it is there.
Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock. It's a little after one now. I have my Janet. I actually have my Janet Lerner world clock.
I,
You know,
I used to marvel at this, and then I figured it out. Janet doesn't sleep.
I actually do between like 4 and 8 in the morning.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
when she comes to my open mic, I swear she doesn't leave until like 3:30 or something like that. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
she's a super fan.
She is.
Mhm.
We're honored to have her always.
Well, tell Charlie hello for us.
He gets up.
Okay.
He goes
I
to
gotta
sleep at
run.
normal hours.
Major, thanks so much.
All right, everybody.
Peter and Jennifer, don't go anywhere yet because we're going to try out that live music thing on here and see if it actually works.
You're gonna try the beta Zoom.
It does work. If
Does
you're-
work.
It does work if your internet connections are all equally fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually doing a test with my little friend from Russia tomorrow at 1. So let me
Wow.
know what comes out, Jan. Or Peter.
Oh, okay. Are you going to stay and watch?
I can if you're not gonna be too long because I got to eat some stuff on my.
Good. Okay, so let's everybody put their audio settings on live music. Oh, before we do that, I'm going to stop the stream because if
Yeah,
they
I
don't,
don't go to the setting unless you want me to.
Should I take off?
no, you don't have to. I just